welcome to Bravo Confessionals. We are here with our friend Peter Madrigal from Vanderpump Rules, and that's Mel, that's Michelle, or whichever way it's coming through on your screen, and we're just going to chat today about lots of things.
There you go. You're doing good, man.
What newbies do you like? Is there anything?
I get along a lot with Dana. I like Brett Cap. He's a good guy. He's good people. Yeah, those are Danica though is one of my the assistant manager. Yeah, Danica, one of my favorites. Yes.
Yeah, so I was watching James's live music video release a little bit ago, and he was doing on Instagram, and Dana was at the party, and I was like, oh, that's really cool to see people off the show just actually hanging out in real life, because so many times you watch these things and you don't know if people actually even like to hang off screen.
No, that's not true. I mean, like I used to go to Sheena's place until she moved to Palm Springs every Thanksgiving. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
we're all a very tight-knit group.
That's good to know that you guys are actually friends.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think that the last episode that we saw, the finale, I was like, this whole thing was trending on Twitter about like justice for Danica, and I was like, thank you.
Danica's awesome. I like Danica, you know?
Yeah, she's cool.
She's a great assistant manager.
Yeah.
Assistant to the manager.
There you go.
Assistant to the manager.
With that being said, who would you say was the hardest to manage out of all of them? Out of every person that you've had to manage, who was the hardest on the show?
Who was the hardest I had to manage? I mean, I'm such a laid-back guy that is like, you know, but the hardest to manage is probably Tom Sandoval, because getting him to work on time back in the day was pain. Getting him to Sir on time was a pain. I remember he was one of my Sunday bartenders. Oh my God.
I would have bet money it was Jax, but
no. Surprisingly, Jax was easy to manage. You know?
Really?
Oh yeah, there was one time when we used to do lunches back in the day, way back in the day. I had something else going on, you know, and I was late, and he was all like, Peter, what do I do? You know, cutting this fruit and all that stuff. And then he takes his iPad or iPhone and plugs it in for the music. And yeah, the whole thing. Yeah.
It came through.
Because I left a little late, so they already opened the doors without me. And but I got there to start the system. But yeah, he cut all of his fruit for the night, because he used to cut his fruit for the day, but we hardly had any drinkers there at midday, you know?
Yeah.
So he cut all the fruit that he needed for the night shift as well. And yeah, he was all like, Peter, what do I do? Should I put music on with his iPhone? Yeah.
Jax, way to go.
Very resourceful.
Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
So I know Lisa has been doing, I'm assuming you're close with Lisa, but
I don't know. I heard a story.
I was just wondering, like, how are you going to be involved in Vanderpump Vegas at all?
I live in Los Angeles. How would I be involved in Vanderpump Vegas?
Multiplicity style.
What are you talking about? I'm going to be flying to Vegas every weekend or something?
No, I just think that there's a lot of people that are on the show now that are going to end up in Vegas, and they might need a good manager to set them straight before things get rolling.
They'd send Danica.
To that point, I actually was an assistant to the manager at a health and nutrition store, and they used to legit take people in my position and transfer them over to a new store opening, because that person already has the standard, they have the knowledge, and they have the structure, and then they train another. So that's kind of where we're going with that. Like,
well, Vanderpump Vegas has been open for a while now, so I don't think they need.
Man. You mean the finale wasn't
like a year already? A little over a year now.
Seriously, on all of these Facebook forums and stuff, whenever people like comment, like, you know, we just talked to Jenna from Below Deck Sailing, and they were like, she needs to quit, and we're like, it's over, man. It's been over for like a year or something. Like, that wasn't live. The Below Deck Sailing yacht. So like, just in comparison, when people talk about the show, it's almost as if they think that it just happened. Like, it aired last night, so it was actually live last night. Like, this.
Well, whenever my birthday is celebrated, I mean, it's celebrated in February, but my birthday is in June.
It's soon, right?
Yeah, it's June the 14th.
Yeah, they were just talking about that during your YouTube live.
Yeah. Yeah.
The girl, she sung "Happy Birthday" to you, and it was beautiful.
Yeah, she sang "Happy Birthday" to me. It was amazing.
Yeah,
that was all I
it was
okay,
really
this
good.
one, so I was like, "Ooh."
So
What made you?
start to sing "Happy Birthday" to you because it might ruin your vibe?
Wait, come again?
I said, so you shouldn't have me singing "Happy Birthday" to you. It might ruin your vibe. You got a good habit.
You can try if you want.
No. It wouldn't be.
Happy birthday to you.
Oh
Okay,
my God, what are you going?
moving on.
Moving on.
What bar is busier to drink at, Sir or Tom Tom?
Well, you can't really compare the two because people that go to Tom Tom also go to Sir, and then in the middle you have Villa Blanc. Pump. So you can't really compare. Like it's like which one's busier? Well, it depends on if the people at Tom Tom that go to Tom Tom for a drink survive long enough drinking wise to have a drink at Sir, or vice versa.
Okay, so that's also like I have no idea how this all lays out in one strip, but it literally is in one strip.
Yeah. So you go out the doors to Sir, you take a right, you go up the couple of blocks, and on the corner, because we're on Robertson, and on the corner of Robertson and the next light, which would be Santa Monica, is Pump. And then you go around the corner past Pump to the right is Tom Tom.
Okay.
A couple doors down from there. Yeah.
That's so smart. So like when there's spillover from one place, because so many fans, all Vanderpump fans are trying to go out there and visit.
Yep.
So I mean that's nice for spillover. That like, hey, you can't be here, go on to the next, but then round back to Sir, because Sir has the most space out of all the locations.
Yeah,
correct?
Sir is huge.
Yeah.
Sir is huge.
People treat it like Disneyland. Like they treat it like, okay, we stopped here. Now we got to travel to the next. And they treat it like, I got a picture at this one. Now we're off. So
And I'm Mickey Mouse.
yeah,
You
totally.
are. You really are though.
Does it drive you crazy, like when you guys were doing like the last episode of the season and you guys were all at Tom Tom, outside the door you had all the fans, like you could see it at one view.
I went outside and took a bunch of pictures.
Did you?
Nice.
Yeah. I always take pictures. I take pictures with everybody. I take as many pictures as I can. I mean, back a few years ago, some people were complaining that he's not friendly at all. And it was just like, really? So then, because of that, I started reposting every picture that I was tagged in. Just reposting, just to like kill that rumor. It's like, no, I'm not unfriendly. I'm not unfriendly.
So to piggyback on what Michelle had asked earlier about the newbies, who would be kind of like, if you were to walk away from this, who would be like your number one, like of the new people? You'd be like, that guy's coming with me, or that chick is coming with me, like as a friend.
Well, here's the thing. How do I answer this? Unlike the old squad, the OGs, I'm how do you say it? I'm more of a manager to the new squad. See, the old squad, the OGs, we came up together. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I started as a busser. Kristen was already a server there, so it was a different dynamic. When we started filming the show, because it's like, oh, these are my friends. We used to go to drink at Tom Sandoval's house after a night of work at Sir. And this is pre-show. And then all of a sudden I'm their manager, and I'm like, oh, okay, well, I mean, like, you have to balance it a little bit more. But the newbies, on the other hand, well, I'm their boss. They don't know a life like they don't know a life without me. At Sir, without me being their boss. And I've kind of like kept it that way. There's been a couple of instances where I've had to tell them, shape up,
Yeah.
There's been a couple of times where I'm like, okay, yeah, let's move it. Let's move along.
You can't create as much of a comfy sort of atmosphere or friendship dynamic with them just because you are their superior. So you have to keep
it's a
that
different
level
dynamic
of
now.
Yeah.
It's a very different dynamic with the newbies.
We have a friend who recently, he's a podcaster, audio only, spoke with, who is it? He's not my friend. I'm not a fan. Ladies, what's his name again? Max?
Oh, Max from Vanderpump.
Spoke with Max. And so his interview with Max actually changed a lot of people's opinion of him because he was able to kind of like humanize him in a way and make him be a little bit more like down to earth, because basically what we saw of him was kind of a boy. I hate to say that. I really don't care for that term, but he just sort of seemed to be comfy and just being kind of a jerk. And it was kind of like, dude, you got to have more substance than this. I know that there's more to you. So,
well, yeah, I don't know.
So random, I know, but Dana was involved in last season.
Yes.
Where you guys were at the hotel, right?
Yeah.
How did that happen? Like, was it like a coincidence that she like ended up on the show this year, or was it like she?
Well, yeah, it was kind of just coincidental that she applied and she got the job, and then she was there, and I'm like, okay, well, you know, I basically, like, here's the thing, like, I went into talking to her, like, because I'm like, okay, I don't want anything that happened last year to affect working relationships, because, like I said, now, unlike with the OGs, I'm in a different position, you know what I mean, with all the newbies. I'm like, I'm not going to be, you know, like, oh, let's go out drinking tonight, you know what I mean? It's like, yeah, you can come to my birthday or whatever, you know, like that type of stuff. But, you know, other than that, we're not going to get too close, you know, I'm not going to be too close with them like I was with, you know, Jackson, Tom, and the rest of them, you know. So it's a different dynamic now, you know.
Definitely.
I wish
And that's the way things do. They change.
I wish that we could see much more of you on the show.
Oh, thank you.
Kind of like, we're kind of like, we're super team Peter, like, bring him on, man. And one thing that I do want to mention, when you and Danica were joking about the socks and like the sex shop, we three girls FaceTime like right after that, and we were like, it's gotta happen, okay? Those two have got to happen, because you guys have like this like tangible chemistry. It was just like, oh, could this?
There was
Okay,
like
you
that
said
little
no.
blip, and we were like, I texted them all. I was like, guys, like, did you guys see that chemistry on screen, or they're just
Danica
friends?
and I have chemistry apparently. I gotta tell her now.
I mean,
Tell her.
I was
Heard
all
it here
for it. I
first.
was like, yes, Peter's gonna get a good one. And then you know, we don't see very much of Peter, and I'm just like, dude, what is up with that? Like, you know, we saw a little bit, you had a girlfriend at one point, and, you know, we got to see a little bit more of that at some point. But it's just kind of like, give the guy like a storyline or whatever you got to do. Put him on the screen more, because we're like, give me Peter.
Yeah, but
Thank
Is,
you.
is that too hard while you're managing the restaurant, though, to actually be too involved in the filming?
No. I take
Okay.
both jobs very seriously. I view being on Vanderpump Rules as a job, you know.
Yeah.
So I'll show up. I will show up early to film, and just like I will show up to serve, to make sure the place opens. Like, that's the way I view. That's the way I view both things. You know, to me, it's a like I'm a primary cast member on Vanderpump Rules, so I'm one of the you know, it's you know what I mean. So I take that job seriously, just like I take managing a restaurant seriously. It is ultimately a job, and you have to take it. You have to be as professional as you can with it. That being said, my role is a lot different than a lot of other people.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah. If you can put it on a resume, you need to take it seriously.
Yes. And
Kind of my motto.
I do put this on a resume. This
Yeah.
whole thing, my whole life is a resume now.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Who did you play? Myself.
Myself. Did you all see that Seth Rogen Vanderpump Rules combo a couple of years back? Seth Rogen was trying to get a job at SIR, and I had to like hire or fire him. And there was Anthony Mackie. I can't remember who the girls were, but yeah.
That's hilarious.
I'm
You
gonna
should look it up.
heavily
Just type
Google.
in Vanderpump Rules. Just Google Vanderpump Rules Seth Rogen.
Yeah. Oh,
I mean,
yeah,
what
I'll
a
do that.
combo. That's like a combo of my dreams right there.
There you go.
You know what?
Check it out. You all see the movie The Night Before? There's a Christmas movie. Seth Rogen.
Oh yes.
Oh,
yes.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
this was a team up from Vanderpump Rules and the cast of The Night Before.
Oh, so it was also with his name. Damn. He has like 3 first names.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Yes.
You
So,
know,
but he wasn't involved in this project. It was Seth Rogen, Anthony Mackie, and then the woman that plays Seth's wife in the movie. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. And she was pregnant. She is hilarious. She is another
Yeah.
person. She just recently did a movie where she was trying to lose weight. It's a movie about, basically, it's supposed to be inspiring to women to, like, she finally got over being ridiculed for the way that she is. So then she lost weight. And I think it's called Amy. It might be Amy Runs a 5K or something like that. But
someone runs a marathon. It's
Yeah.
an Amazon original.
yeah, but
Got
that's
it.
the woman. That's the woman that you're talking about. Anyway, whatever.
Look it up. It's funny. It's hilarious. We did it a couple of years ago. I think it was 2015, 2016, around there. Yeah.
Man, those were the days, huh?
Yeah, it was still when I had my facial hair and my ponytail before I cut it all off.
You're growing the ponytail back out?
Yeah, it's pretty bad. I mean, my long hair is back, you know what I mean?
Oh God, Peter, what are you doing to us right now?
Nothing. I'm showing you my hair.
Okay, Fabio, you're like. So yes,
there we
that
go.
is who we're talking to.
So yeah, so it's back. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? I'll probably grow it out just a tad bit more, but it's back. For the most part, I'm like, because I had to go back to that. Because when I cut my hair, I was in a relationship. She not persuaded. She didn't like me on the show. She wasn't a fan of anybody that I hung out with. And yeah, so she also didn't like my look. She's like, I want you to clean up and I want you to cut it. And I was like, okay. You know?
She sounds like a monster.
Yeah, she was. Why do you think we're not together anymore?
So, Peter, with that being said, are you dating anyone?
I'm perpetually single at the moment.
Oh.
Every time I kind of start getting involved with someone, the door slams. I think it's because of where I'm at and who I'm around and all that stuff. And, you know, it's just kind of, I don't know. I guess, you know, it's hard for a relationship at this point, I suppose. I don't know.
Yeah, because you're constantly working. You're constantly working. Somebody has to be, and you're transient. You're always probably just going places, and it's too hard. It's hard.
No,
You'll find the right one.
Now with the launch coming up with my company on June the 1st, it's coming down the pipe where we are launching the official celebrity. We're gonna all make an announcement, all the celebs, you know, and we're launching with Amber Rose, Natalie Eva Marie, Thunder from Down Under,
Woo!
Food God. Food God has a game, and then of course me, the Legacy game, the original, the OG. Boom, the one. This was all created off of a. What do you call it? A breakfast burrito. We came up with this idea of a breakfast burrito.
Really?
That's my kind of idea.
Dude, I thought, okay, so I have some trippy dreams, all right? I'm from California. I got some trippy dreams sometimes. I thought that I was legit having a trippy ass dream when I saw you on a slot machine and then Amber Rose. That wasn't a dream, that's real.
That's real. Yeah.
Dude, that is too cool. Amber Rose is like, she's everything.
She's awesome. When does this thing come out, by the way? When does this come out?
Our plan was to post it on the 2nd, but if you need us to wait until the day after the reunion, we can do that.
This is going to post on the 2nd?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to tell everybody, go download the game right now. It's available on iTunes. I mean, not iTunes. The App Store and Google Play. You can go download it right now, actually. It is available.
Say very clearly, because some people, you know, say very clearly the name of it.
Celebrity Slots is available right now to download on the App Store, on your iPhone, and Google Play. So go download it today, right now. You won't be disappointed. It's me, the OG of Celebrity Slots. Peterific Slots is on there. You got Food Guide, Amber Rose, Natalie Eva Marie, and Thunder from Down Under. Those are the first 5 games, and then there's going to be more coming up after that. So get ready.
Everybody go do it. Everyone go do it right now.
Everyone go do it. Everyone go download the game right now. It's one app.
So, Peter, this is like kind of a thing. Who would be your quarantine? If you had 5 people to pick from all of Bravo, who would the 5 people would you want to be quarantined with?
Sheena.
For real?
Hell yeah.
Sheena, definitely. Well, yeah. Did you see us in Miami?
Yes.
She hated my snoring, by the way. Did she try to cover me up with a pillow?
It looked like it. It looked like it.
Bedtime.
Yeah.
Just like, I had no idea. I had no idea that she tried to do that. Then I saw it on a clip, and I was like, what the hell?
That's what friends are for.
I was always the bro I was always like the bro who was like single or dating some idiot, but I was always out with my buddies. And so Sheena reminds me a lot of like being such a good person who just gets along with dudes. So yeah, I like her.
Tom Schwartz, Sheena, Tom Schwartz, Jax. Who else do I know from? Oh, Nima. I'm really good friends with Nima.
Yes.
I can't pick everybody from Vanderpump Rules. I have to pick someone. And Destiny.
I know.
Boom. There you go.
Oh,
Okay.
Destiny.
I like Riley too. Riley and I are friends as well.
Riley Gerber.
Yep.
We would love to chat a little line with her.
I'll ask her if she can.
So I named my daughter Riley, not after Riley, but I also have a daughter named Riley, so I'm just instinctively a super big fan.
There you
Anyway,
go.
How often do you see people from other Bravo shows? Just at events, or do you guys because you're all located?
At events, I've hung out with Nima a few times, Destiny a few times, but mostly at events. Yeah.
Do they all come into Sir all the time or no?
No. It's at other places. I mean, I can go down the list of some of the other people that I would, Lisa, actually. I don't know. There's just a bunch.
the
I
way
was gonna
that
say
we
Mel
pick-
wants to get quarantined at LVP's house. That's her goal.
So I want to be at Villa Blanca as her home, correct?
Villa Rosa.
Villa Rosa.
Villa Rosa. Okay.
Yep.
I would like to be at Villa Rosa. Okay. And I'm going to have Kyle from Summer House. He's got Lover Boy, so he can come. Rinna, because she'll dance like an idiot with me. I'm all about it. Come on in. Sheena would be there, or Candy Burris. She is my everything. I know. And Nene Leaks, probably. I'm like,
Nene Leaks.
or Sonia. I've just got like this thing for women who I will not get along with, probably. I just want them all to come hang out and make sure that we have a weird ass time.
Okie dokie then. That's very interesting.
So, Peter, after you've been a partner for a really long time, and you've had a lot of celebrity guests that come into your restaurant, can you tell us who would have been the most awful?
Okay, one more time. What was the question? I've had guests that are awful.
Well, who the celebrity
Difficult.
come into Sir? Who would be the most difficult? You're right.
Well, I had what's her name? Kevin Garnett came in. He was easygoing. Danny Trejo comes in a lot. He's easygoing. Who else? Selena Gomez came in. I served her. Okay.
What?
So check this out.
He's got a story, sister. He's got a story.
So she comes in, right? First off, like everyone's all like, "Oh, Selena Gomez." I was like, "Okay." Everybody's like going crazy over. I don't listen to any modern music. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm
Same.
telling you right now, I don't listen to anything. So I don't know.
I'm old and I have no idea who half of the shit is. My niece is like, "Oh, we're listening to low T like Cardi B," and I was like, "Who the?"
I know who Cardi B is. I know, I know some of the names of these mainstream people, but Selena Gomez. The only thing I know about Selena Gomez, and I didn't put two together, but is that she gave Justin Bieber once a long time ago. Which I don't even. You can ask me what's the name of a Justin Bieber song. I used to think his name was Bieber. Okay, I was like, why would you name yourself Bieber?
Me too.
So Selena comes in, and she sits down, and I don't know how old she is. She looks really young. She's like, first of all, she comes up to me, and she's all like, "Peter, how's it going?" I was all like, "Hi, Selena, how are you? I don't know any of your music. You're a big star. I have no idea what you're." So, but I was like, "Oh, hey, Selena, how's it going?" And she's like, "Oh, my friends I'm a big fan. Friends are sitting." I was like, "Oh, cool. Yeah, that's awesome." Yeah. And then this is how out of the loop I am. I'm an old man. Okay, I may not look it, but I act it. And she's all like, "Can we order some drinks?" I was like, "Yeah. Are you over 21?" She's like, "I'm 24." I was all like, "I'm sorry. I didn't know. You look young. It's great. I'm not a fan at all. I have no idea." Then I started following her on Instagram, but I don't care. I just decided to follow. I was like, "Yeah, sure, I'll follow. Why not?"
Gotta card him.
I only know who she is because a boy broke my heart one time, and I looked up songs about heartbreak, and The Heart Wants What It Wants came on. So that's the only reason I know about Selena Gomez.
Peter,
oh God. Here's the reason why I took the table is because everyone was going crazy over it. I was like, "You guys got to stop. I'm taking over." You know what I mean? And all the rest of the employees. And what happened? Oh yeah, everyone, because some of the other managers, they saw her coming. "Oh, Peter," and some of the other managers were like, "Oh, Peter, we heard you had a new girlfriend." I was like, I have no idea what you're talking about because I'm dating all of it. She's like, "Who's Selena?" I was like, "No."
Oh man, wouldn't
So-
that
But
be
yeah, so
something though?
that's one of the celebrity sightings that we had at Sir one time.
That's interesting. Now, when you said you're old, how old? Because I'm old.
I'm 36. I'm gonna be 37 in like 3 weeks.
God, you're like a little baby.
Huh?
You're like a baby.
I'm like a baby. Well, you know, I mean,
Just
when,
so you
when
know,
my favorite artist is Phil Collins, yeah, that can tell you something.
Oh hell yeah! You know, I walked down.
So you're fine.
I brought up Peter Gabriel on our last show, and I'm pretty sure someone was like, "Yeah, Peter Gabriel."
Peter Gabriel, yeah.
Sledgehammer,
So
baby.
I'm
Well,
only
what-
3 years. I'm only 3 years younger than you, by the way. So we're killing it, man.
Yeah. Wait, so in what context did you bring up Peter Gabriel?
I think I was talking about the way that they were dancing. Someone was like,
Oh, it was
moving
like
like
at a
oh,
Peter Gabriel.
Dorit.
Yeah.
Dorit with the glasses. Okay, so Dorit or Dorito was wearing these glasses, and it reminded me of a music video from Peter Gabriel. And I was like, she looked like she was straight out of a Peter Gabriel video. And
Yep.
they were like, yeah.
I know
So
Peter Gabriel.
I know.
Sledgehammer and Dave Matthews always plays Sledgehammer at his concerts.
See,
You know
I
what's
don't
funny?
Like I know but I don't know what Dave Matthews looks like, and I don't know any of his music. I'm lost.
You're not too old for Dave Matthews.
I'm not too old for Dave Matthews, but I just never paid attention to it.
That's true.
Check
You
this
know?
out. My
Maybe
favorite
you should-
song. My favorite song is Led Zeppelin, No Quarter, or Bob Geldof from the Boomtown Rats, who was an original member of Pink Floyd. He has I Don't Like Mondays. So if you're ever searching for a weird ass song to listen to on a Monday, it's by Bob Geldof and the Boomtown Rats. That shit is old as shit. Moving on.
Okay, all right.
Anyway.
It depends on my mood. It depends on what I want to listen to. You know,
Yeah.
like modern music today for me. I mean, if I listen to modern music, it's more like I think I'll listen to more house or rave, you know, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like Paul Van Dyke. I like Armin van Buuren. I like all
Yes.
those. Yeah. That's
Oh.
the modern music that I listen to. DJs more.
Old Oakenfold, ATB.
Yep. All of them. That being said, you know, my favorite song would be probably Studio. When I was a kid, my favorite Led Zeppelin. I don't really listen to a lot of Led Zeppelin. My favorite Led Zeppelin song would be the Immigrant Song. You know,
Yeah.
love that song. I'll listen to it while I'm working out. Guns N' Roses is what I grew up on. I grew up on a lot of Guns at GNR.
So-
That was my favorite band when I was a kid. My favorite band when I was in high school. You know, I used to listen to Welcome to the Jungle whenever I'd be getting ready for football.
How do you feel about Metallica?
I don't know what happened to them.
Well, they're actually still around. So I actually walked down the aisle to a Metallica song because it's my husband's favorite. And then we went to Munich. I walked down the aisle to my best friend playing Nothing Else Matters. He's a guitar. He has a band.
Oh no! Come on.
So I did. And then we flew to Munich, Germany to watch Metallica play at the Olympic Stadium in Germany.
Well, hey, whatever floats your boat, baby.
I feel like I had no idea how badass you were until right now.
Awesome.
So
I don't know what song I'll play at my wedding, but I'm not even thinking about that.
You got time.
I'm gonna bring it back a bit. I'm gonna ask you with DJing, talking about DJing, how much are you appreciating sober James Kennedy, and has he continued?
Oh yeah, he's continuing to be sober. He's very sober at this point. Yeah,
And
he stopped.
But at Sir, since that last time that we saw on the show.
Yeah, he stopped. He's sober right now, so it's kind of I love it. You know what I mean? I congratulate him. It's awesome because he was getting a little out of control there. You know what I mean? Because he needed to. It was good. It's good that he got off the side.
And has he been DJing at Sir ever since, or no?
Yeah, he's DJed a few times at Sir. Oh
Really?
yeah.
Yeah,
I'm happy that he's back for the most part. Yeah.
I love his.
He brought See You Next Tuesday back.
He did. Oh my God, so excited.
Yeah. I was like, when it happened, I was all like, what? Like this? I was pushing for this all of last season, and all of a sudden now it's back. Finally, okay, thank God. You know what I mean? I was pushing for it to come back all season 7. That's all I wanted. It was like, okay, we need Tuesday night here. You know what I mean? Because every night has had a theme for at SIR, you know. So keep the business rolling. You know what I mean?
Really happy to hear that. That really makes me happy. Good
Yeah,
job,
same.
James. If you're watching this, good job, James. I'm proud of you. Good job.
Hell yeah.
That's all
As
I
I
got.
sip.
All right, Peter, what are you up to the rest of the night? We don't want to keep you too long here.
I'm going to cook some food in about 45 minutes. And then I'm gonna probably watch some TV and pass out early. I'm up
What's
at
your
6 in the
favorite
morning.
What's your favorite show right now?
What's my favorite show? What am I watching right now? I'm rewatching Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Say that again.
Avatar: The Last
rewatching-
Airbender.
Oh,
I'm rewatching Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I have to not watch that first.
I really liked the show when it first came out, and then I rewatched it. My brother never saw it, and then all of a sudden now my brother's my roommate, and now he's watching. He's all like, "Man, I'm attached to these characters. I don't want this to end," you know. And that's the mark of a good show, you know.
Absolutely.
Like Friends was amazing. I also like South Park. I love South Park.
Hell yes.
I'm a
I
big
can't
South
even tell
Park
you, I
fanatic.
have dedicated years of my life to watching South Park with my husband. Like
There you
13 years worth of South Park.
There you go. Yeah, I love it.
I couldn't watch the last few episodes of Mad Men because I just couldn't handle it like being the last. So like
Yeah.
I read it and I know how it ends, but I almost just couldn't, like, I never got through the end episode because I was like, I'm good. I know how this
You know what
ends.
was a
But
big disappointment? By the way, ladies, I'm starting a podcast called Madrigal at the Movies with my friends Rob and Rob.
yes.
And, so it's going to be launching very soon, so you can check that out.
Very cool.
We're going to do the first episode on Thursday. That being said, it was a disappointment to me.
What's
Big
that?
disappointment.
At the movies?
Well, no, just in general, entertainment in general.
Oh, movie theaters being closed?
Show or TV, one or the other. You know what was
American
a big
Idol.
disappointment? Huh?
American Idol.
No. Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones was the
Oh.
biggest disappointment. It was the biggest disappointment that I've ever encountered in my life. That was a huge disappointment.
Because
That
you're so
was-
emotionally invested.
Yeah.
I literally, I wanted to destroy my TV. I was like, you, this. I was like, everyone just get out of my face for like 3 days because I cannot handle what they just did. Yeah, it was,
I'm very happy that I never watched it.
Yeah. Be happy that you never invested a single second on that show.
let
That's how
alone
dumb
7
I am.
years. Seven
Here's
years.
the thing. On that show, they forgot certain plot thread. Like, for instance, Tyrion said that, he talked about, the wildfire that season 2, and he's talking about, lighting the wildfire right in front of Davos, and that wildfire killed his son, and Davos had no expression on his face.
What the
Just one instance.
Peter? Spoiler alert. What if I wanted to watch? I'm just
Don't watch.
Okay,
Don't watch.
just so you know,
Crap.
Michelle,
It's a
Just so
trap.
just so you know, Michelle, a brother and a sister have a son, and then
No. They have 2 sons and a daughter.
yes, now they end up.
Joffrey, Tommen, and what's her name? The princess.
I have a terrible memory. I had a kid, and so she just took all that. So, but what I will say, Michelle, never, ever, ever watch this because the actual villain that you want to see just be decimated had like some sort of poetic ending where she was just able to like be like smothered by rocks, and it was like, nah, and she's dead.
Well,
And
but
you're
she's
like-
not the villain for the entire series. Who I
No,
wanted to
but-
die was Joffrey. Joffrey was the worst, and then after Joffrey, it was what's his face, the bastard. What's his name?
Not Jon Snow.
No. The other one.
The other bastard.
Ramsay.
The bastard.
Ramsay Bolton.
He's not an actual bastard. Yeah, okay,
Ramsay
so,
Bolton.
but I hated Joffrey with a passion. Like, when he
Yeah.
would be on the screen, I was like, fucking guy is doing all this dumb shit. And he
Ramsay
pulled out.
Bolton was the other one. That's the
Yes.
Ugh.
But, you just get super attached, and we could do this all night, and I'll never remember names, but, I'll know how they died or what happened. Jon Snow dies once, and, I died inside, but then he was brought back. So, Anyway, just don't watch it, Michelle. Don't even worry
Well,
about
no,
it.
but they never followed through on that line. Like, for instance, Daenerys, she has a witch tell her, "Oh, you'll never have kids again." Where did that go?
Yeah, I mean, and then you're just wondering, so we wanted Jon Snow and Daenerys to get together and actually, be
They
together.
did.
But
It would
then
have been interesting. It would have been interesting. See, like, and then we don't understand the motivation of the Night King. Okay, that pissed me off too. It's like, oh, we'll just kill them all.
Yeah, it's
okay, well, then what's the point?
It's a build up.
Why did you do the rest?
Why did we have to see dragons die? I did not need to see dragons die.
I didn't need to see the Red Wedding. I didn't need to see.
Oh my God, the Red Wedding, dude. I mean, for hours, I could just sit and talk about like.
Well, yeah, no, I'm one of those. I already know how I'd have written the ending, but and I saw this. Yeah. I kind of had my views turned a little bit after I watched this other YouTuber talk about the ending and how he would have written it, and I was all like, oh, that's way more interesting. That is perfect, actually.
I've seen a few guys, and there's like this really, really popular one, so I'm almost wondering if we watched the same, but he just sort of wrapped everything up, and he was like, it would have been super easy, let's just say 10 characters wrap up their stories, and you would have just been able to easily just bloop, 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 and it would have been seamless. But no, instead, we're just sitting here going, what the fuck, man?
Yeah, true.
These are my friends, okay?
So,
all right.
Ladies, it was awesome talking to you. I hope you have an amazing rest of your night. I'm going to pass out.
Thank you, Peter.
You're welcome, of course.
Yes, we really
Thanks for jumping on.
You're welcome.
Y'all make sure you go and download his app.
Yes. Download the app, follow him. He does his lives on
Peterific Slots.
YouTube.
Woo!
Yeah. And we'll talk to you later. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, Peter.
I'm ready if you're ready. So much love in this heart of mine.